Tim, leaving the captain's run until tonight, obviously trying to limit game conditions, expecting slippery ball, something tomorrow night?
No, we normally try to do it around game time. Yeah, we've worked hard this week in the heat early in the day, so I want to get out there about game time. So we use today to sort of prepare as we would tomorrow. Eat lunch, have our schedule pretty much today similar to tomorrow.
Playing in the north at this time of year, does it bring extra challenges?
Yeah, well the conditions are going to be, although they're good today, but and normally at that time of night, the last few nights we've been eating out at that time, it seems pretty good. So I don't think we're not playing 10 o'clock a day in the middle of the day. So I'm pretty comfortable that we'll handle it. Yeah.
Stephen, how was your preparation this week compared to the antique test and also last year's testing discussion?
Yeah, we're doing a great deal, especially from last year's test in Newcastle, and we've made appropriate adjustments, and I thought we made some great strides in terms of preparation for the antique day test, and we've certainly used that as a bit of a blueprint for what we've done this week. We spent the first couple of days up in Kearney, which was quite warm, training during the day, so but things have gone along really well.
Stephen, there's been a few developments across the Tasman with the Warriors. You've got a lot of Warriors players. Is that a distraction for you guys going into the test?
We've got a couple of Warriors players, we've got that many, but again, they've actually enjoyed the opportunity to sort of get away from it all and spend time with the group, and so although it has been a distraction, it hasn't affected them.
Tony's travelling with you. Have a chance to talk to him about it?
Yeah, we've spoken pretty much every day about it, but again, he's a pretty cool customer. He understands why he's in camp for, and his focus is on preparing the side as best as possible, and he's done that great.
Benji, obviously you got up here early. There was a bit of talk about motivation and stuff, but I've been at training all the time. You guys have been paying me up every session, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, and obviously Sheens spoke about that earlier in the camp about these one-off tests, and sometimes they can be difficult to prepare for. But all of our sessions have been pretty sharp, and we've trained with a lot of intensity. I think Sheens has made a point of not being out in the paddock too long. It's just about getting the work done and getting it done the best we can. And the week's been really good. The boys have really enjoyed being up here in Townsville, and conditions have been a little bit hotter than what we're all used to, but the sessions that we've done so far have been pretty good. So we need to make sure we finish it off with a good one tonight.
It's pretty obvious where we are in tropical north. There.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit of a different backdrop. I've done a press conference in an aquarium before, but Benji was giving me a bit of a lesson on what fish are in that tank and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit different.
Benji, you're the world champions. You've won 4 nations. But these one-off tests, you seem to have struggled a bit. I guess that's one last box you need to tick.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're definitely here to win this game. There's no doubt about that. I think the way we've prepared and the intensity we've had at our training has been a sign of if we can turn up with that intensity, we can go set for set with these guys. Give ourselves every chance to win.
Why have you been better at tournaments than one-off, do you think?
Well, I wish I knew, mate. If I knew, we might have won a few more of these one-offs. But hopefully this week what we've done comes into fruition and works for us.
Stephen, can you pinpoint why you guys do really well at tournaments and not so much in the one-off?
Yeah, well, I think it gives us an opportunity, a tournament type structure gives us an opportunity to build as a group, and I think that's the biggest key. We spend 4 to 6 weeks together. Gives you the opportunity to build momentum. But again, we've put steps in place throughout the year. We're caught up in the senior group and sort of keeping them in the loop and what we're trying to do and how we can get better. And I think it's been a real positive.
Tim, do you get the feeling that the players acknowledge this is more vision for next year's World Cup? And because you said that from day one, didn't you? This is already looking forward.
Yeah, and as the papers have pointed out, these old guys are maybe not going to see another World Cup after it, so it's something to look forward to. I know it's down the track, but it's amazing how the years go, how quickly it goes past. So with next year's test in Canberra and the World Cup at the end of the year, it's not far away. So it's been a long cycle. I think it'll be 5 years. So the boys have held the crown as world champs. So the boys are looking forward to that. So that's part of the motivation. But in saying that, though, each test is an entity to itself. You really want to win them all. we've prepared really well, and I'm comfortable with where we're at the moment.
So how did you take that grey brigade sort of angle that the paper took, ageing old warriors?
Oh yeah, I actually didn't see it, but I was told about it. I had a bit of a chuckle because I've looked 40 for about 10 years. So. But look, there's always going to be people out there that sort of question your age and sort of your ability to play at the highest level as you get older. But I feel good. I still feel like I'm a young guy, and all the other older boys, well, the boys that are getting on a bit, they still feel young as well. So as long as Sheensy thinks I'm playing good enough football, and the other older boys are playing good enough football, and he'll be happy with that.
Cameron, teams have been picked sort of with different philosophies. Like the Australian team is a lot of incumbents and staying, loyal to those fellas. The Kiwis got 7 grand final players, I think, or something like that. I mean, does that give you a sense of loyalty to Tim and the selectors that you sort of need to repay them? I mean, it's going to be a bit of a hurdle, isn't it? With so many blokes playing against guys who are so fresh from just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think, there's the incumbent factor, but I think all the guys in our side have pretty decent seasons as well with their respective clubs, and especially during Origin. We've got a few guys that played in that Anzac Test who picked up injuries since, and we've had guys replace them, but I don't think there's a guy in our side at the moment that's out of form or has had an ordinary season. So I think that's probably the major factor in them being picked. But as far as coming up against the Kiwis, we know we're playing against a very good side. There's guys there that have, as you said, been involved in the grand final. There's guys that played pretty deep into the final series. They got the runs on the board as far as games played this year. But we've got a pretty good squad ourselves, and we're confident that if we go out and play to our capabilities, we'll have a good chance of winning.
How much is the fact that you've got so many combinations in the team help you guys? I mean, everywhere you look, guys have played together many times before. Does that help when you come in for just a 7-day camp?
Yeah, it always helps with the short preparation. As Steve just touched on, when you're playing a tournament, it helps with combinations and building team morale. But having myself and obviously Cooper and Bill there, and as well as Ryan Hoffman, you can include JT as well. We've all played in the Queensland team for a number of years together, and that certainly helps. We've got combinations all over the park. Our 2 starting front rowers, they're the same front rowers for the Cowboys. So that certainly helps with this week, and I think it's shown on the training paddock as well.
Steve, you must be pleased to have Sam Cassiano on board.
Yeah, no, he's been good in camp this week. He follows Frank Pritchard around like a shadow, so they look very similar. So, but no, he's been great. Yeah, he's been great. I think he's enjoyed his time in camp with the lads, and it's good to have him with us.
Benji is pretty patriotic up here in North Queensland. Are you probably not stick around town, or?
No, it's been alright actually. We went out and did a few school visits yesterday out in the community, and the way we were received by most of them was pretty good. I think Kieran Foran was the only one who was topping it a bit here, but done alright.
Do you expect that to be a factor with the Cowboys fans giving it to him right up?
Nah, not at all, mate. And Kieran's he's a professional act. He deals with most things, and from what I've seen, there's a few Kiwis who have turned up in Townsville, and it's great. I mean, I heard the mayor the other day saying 40% of the crowd are going to be from out of town, and hopefully a few of those are from New Zealand.
Benji, an emotional end to the NRL season for you. The man who broke the highs and lows just two doors up from you at the moment. How will it be on Saturday night facing Timmy's men?
Yeah, well, it's always tough. I mean, he's the greatest coach I've played under, so when I know what he can do as a coach and what effect he has on the Australian team, it's always going to be difficult. But we've got our own things in place that we think can work for us, and hopefully those things work better than what he puts in.
And Steve, the cross-pollination of ideas, you play with Benji and Coach Benji, and Steve, the big 3 from Melbourne so well. Is it something that we, the media, think is vitally important? Is that important when you're doing your structures and game plans?
For myself, again, it's one thing sort of knowing the lads in the Australian side quite closely, especially like we've spoken about Cooper and Billy and Cameron. I think everyone sees what they do every week. It's one thing knowing it. The other thing is trying to stop it. So, but for us, our focus all week has been on what we think we're good at and what we think is going to work for us. And we feel if we can do that and do it well, then we'll certainly create some pressure
guys, what we might do, I know everyone's sort of after a little bit extra, so we might just get into that bit now, and I think these guys have got to take the training as well. So, just a couple of quick things, guys. One, All Stars voting opens tomorrow on NRL.com. And secondly, for the camera crews, the Australian session, you guys are out there about after 5,